are on to day 22. There's only 23, 24, there's only 3 days left, but we're just gonna power through it. So today I created for you a classic smoky eye. I was originally going to be reviewing this product for you, but this product did not go so well for me. I hope it works out for someone else, but it definitely didn't work out for me, and you guys will definitely see that in the video. This was sent to me from Octoly and the brand AfterGlow. And it just didn't work out for me, but you guys will see it on the video. But I totally fixed it, as you can see, because it all worked out and I like my makeup. So yeah, we'll just move on. But anyway, so if you'd like to see how I created this classic smoky eye, then just keep on watching.
Hi guys. Alright, so I'm starting by priming my eyes, which is a very short clip because my camera was acting up on me, but I did use concealer. So first I'm attempting to go in with the AfterGlow palette, and I'm taking the shade Vellum. Just a disclaimer, this palette costs $47, just so you guys know. So then I'm going into Elevation, and I'm going to keep going in. I'm using the Sigma E40, and you guys will see me sit on this shade for a little bit there. There's me wondering where the pigment is. So I keep going in, and I keep going in, and you guys will see how many times I go in to attempt to build this up. Eventually, I do build up the product, but the product is so dry. I hate to start this video off negative, but I really attempted to make an awesome smoky eye look with this palette. So yeah, I'm using this as my original transition shade, and I'm just attempting to buff it into the crease back and forth. And I'm using that E40. I think I dipped it in, like, every time you see like there's a jump cut, that's me going in with more product to eventually get it up to the somewhat level of opacity that it should be. Alright, so as you guys can see, I eventually got there, but to be honest, I did sit on this one shade for about 5 minutes. But it did come out. It just, when it's $47 for a palette of 5 eyeshadows, I kind of expected a little more. Yeah, you can see the look on my face. So I'm taking the Sigma E45 and I'm going in to see if that helps the matter a little bit, to see if maybe I just want to use a different brush. And this brush seemed to do a little bit better. I seem to have needed to pack on more pigment. I'm trying to use less because I've been told that I use too much product. So I'm really trying here, you guys. So yeah, I did go in with a new brush, and this seemed to help the matter a little bit. So then I am going in with the shade Still Life, which is a dark brown. This shadow did show up somewhat shattered already. The problem is these shadows are so dry that they just crack. I don't know if it could just be the palette that I got. There is that possibility. So I don't want you guys to totally rule it out. But I'm just letting you know my experience. So I am going with the E40 now to try and blend that out. It's kind of choppy, kind of messy, and I'm seriously spending like half my life blending. I mean, that's an exaggeration right there, but you guys get what I'm getting at. So I do want you guys to keep watching though, because I do turn this look around. You guys do see a classic smoky eye, but this is supposed to be a review video, which is why I'm sitting here reviewing this product for you, and this one is just not working out for me, as you can see. So I do go back in with that same shade, this Still Life, to keep building up that crease to add some definition, and I'm blending out the best I can to make it not very choppy. So now I'm hoping the saving grace is the shimmer shade. So I'm taking the brush that this came with. I'm taking the shimmer shade, which is Feather, which this was better. Their shimmer formula is better than their matte formula, but it still just wasn't what I was expecting. That right there is when I was using Fix Plus. See, I'm trying again. So I'm going in a couple times, just soaking my brush a little more. I try not to use too much Fix Plus at first because I don't want it to be like too wet looking, but I had to go in and like douse the brush. So then I started to get a little bit of pigment, and I started to carve out that crease and build it up. You guys do see I have to go in a few times to get it to the level that, you know, I would expect from a $47 palette. And now I'm trying to add the shade Etch, which is a slate shade. And I'm trying, as you saw, multiple different brushes, and it just, yeah, it wasn't working. I'm just, look at all this fallout that I was getting, and I don't know what's wrong. I seriously think, and see, this is what happens. Like, this is what I'm talking about. It just crumbles. So I really don't want to talk down on a product like this, but I am supposed to be reviewing this product. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, just because I was sent a product. Octoly did send this to me, so yeah. Anyways, I'm going back in, And then I just gave up. So I moved over to the Lorac Pro palette. So now the reason I mentioned the $47 price tag on that one palette is because the Lorac Pro palette is $44. So it is cheaper. And look at this. Boom, instant. No Fix Plus, it's applying, and that slate shade is a similar shade to what I needed. Same with the shade Nude, no Fix Plus. There you go. Boom, fixed. So now I do have to go in and do a lot of blending to fix the issue that I did cause from using the palette from before, but it works out in the long run. So you can literally get the exact, I found all 5 shades from the palette that I was sent. I found dupes for them inside the Lorac Pro palette. Or Pro palette's cheaper and it's not as much of a headache. So now I'm taking some concealer to clean up that mess that was caused, partially on my own and partially from the original palette. And I'm just going to blend this in. This also helps carve out the brows, which will make filling in your brows a lot easier. So I'm going with a little bit of espresso to help blend that crease out and to blend the shadows in with my brow bone, because I don't want there to be a harsh concealer line. So I'm just going to blend all of that together and just make sure everything looks nice and seamless. So now I'm taking some eyeliner and I'm just going to tight line. And then I'm taking the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner. This is like the one felt tip that, you know, I can actually work really well with, and I really like it. It's really matte, really black, and this is like one of the only eyeliners that when I take off my lashes, doesn't come off. So I really like this eyeliner. This is one eyeliner I would say is well worth the splurge. Alright, now moving on to the face, I'm taking the Stila One Step Correct, which has been the same basically this entire month. And this is actually lasting a while, this product is. And I'm just going to blend this into my skin using some clean hands. And this will be really good for prepping for foundation. I've been testing out the Urban Decay All Nighter Liquid Foundation. So I'm going to go ahead and buff this into my skin using the Morphe E6. So I'm still deciding how I feel about this foundation. This is not one of those foundations that I know I love after one use, but I know that I don't hate it. I know that this foundation, people either loved it or they hated it. It really depends on your skin type. I have very normal skin. This is very full coverage though, so you really only need one pump. I used way too much. I'll have a ton left on my hand. I can't remember if I showed you guys, but it has really good coverage. But I am noticing, since I've been trying it out, a lot of texture developing. And if you guys have been following me for a long time, you guys know that I don't have texture in my face. It's not really a thing. So I don't know if it's from the foundation or if it's something else, but it's just something that I'm noticing. So I am still deciding how I feel about the foundation. I will tell you guys in a later video how I feel about it, my final verdict. But for now, I'm still trying it out and it's okay. Right there, that was me noticing my texture on my cheek. Anyway, so I'm just going to finish blending this in, and then I did apply some concealer. I used the Wet n Wild photo focus, but my camera stopped recording. As I said, I was having a ton of camera issues. And then I'm setting my whole face using the LA Colors pressed powder, which is just a really good everyday powder. I'm using a damp sponge to blend that in. I'm also setting under my eyes, and then moving to the Lorac Pro Contour palette, and I'm using the medium and light contour just to carve out my cheekbones. This is just a really good staple contour palette. I have a couple of them in my kit. It's just one of my favorites. I love the Pro powder formula from Lorac. I love their Lorac Pro palette. I love their Pro Contour palette. I just love the Pro line. It's so luxurious. And I'm also going to contour my nose. I know that was just a huge transition, but you know, gotta get back to the tutorial. So now I am taking the shimmer highlight inside the Pro Contour palette, and I'm just going to be highlighting all the high points of my face, and then I'm going to be moving on to my brows. I am all out of my BH Cosmetics one, and I want to keep this affordable for the brows, so I'm going in with the Burts Bees ones. I never thought I would touch this again, but here I am using it again, and like I said, I really liked it. I just don't like the spoolie. It's a really harsh spoolie, but I've kind of gotten used to it, so the brow product from Burts Bees is actually really, really good, and I enjoy it. Alright, so now I'm going to be highlighting my brow bone. I'm taking the shimmer highlight once again from the palette. It's just a really good pearly highlight that really matches this more neutral to cool tone smoky eye. And I'm going on to the lower lash line. I'm going to be taking the black and the espresso from the Lorac Pro palette, and I'm just going to be smoky on my lower lash line. I will not be going all the way in though, because I don't want to close up my eyes. I am now going with some mascara. This is the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash, and I'm going to be coating my top and bottom lashes with some mascara. I had forgotten to do blush. I'm going to go ahead and do it in a second here. But yeah, first I'm lining my lips. This is the lip liner that came in the Deck of Scarlet palette I told you guys in my previous video, or 2 videos ago. I really like this, you guys. It's a really good everyday nude lip liner, and I really like the formula. It's not too soft, not too tough. I really enjoy it, and it's a really nice shade. It's very universal. Then I'm taking I think it's called Honey Love from MAC, that really popular one, the nude. Anyway, this is Honey Love from MAC, and this is perfect for this look. It's a peachy pink, which really suited this look. And then I'm taking the Lorac Alter Ego gloss, which is one of my favorite gloss formulas, and this is in the shade Socialite. So then I'm going on to blush, totally forgot, and I'm taking the Burts Bees online only blush. The only reason I'm saying online only is because when you look it up on Ulta, it's literally called the online only blush. I don't know the shade. I'll have it down below if I can find it, but I'm just going to apply some blush to my apples my cheeks, and then I'm highlighting my cheekbones using the shimmer highlight from the Lorac Pro Contour palette, and I just forgot how pigmented this was. Look at that. It's like super intense. I would have gone more light-handed if I'd remembered, but I forgot.
Alright guys, so that is it for this makeup look. You guys, this was a struggle to film. I'm having like so many issues with my camera. Yeah, so this is the look. This is a good classic smoky eye. I'm sorry that the original palette didn't work out, but you know, sometimes makeup products just don't work out for certain people. But otherwise, I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys want to stick around by checking out another video or subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to check out my vlog channel. I am doing Vlogmas over there. There's only a few days left of my 25 days of Christmas. It's almost at an end. Oh my goodness. But anyway, so I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Mwah! Goodbye.